Hey, so this may be like a longer video. I'm going to try not to make it super long, but there's been so much that has happened in like the past 2 or 3 months. 2 months maybe since I've made my last YouTube video. So just quick update on nursing school. So nursing school is still difficult, but so far so good. I mean, it's been a really good experience. It's just difficult. And clinicals are really awesome. We just had our like kind of official last day of clinical the other day with our entire group. I'll be attending one more day with another person just because we decided not to go to a conference. So we're going to go to the hospital for one more day, and hopefully I get to do like IV insertion while I'm there, because we're going to like a whole different area of the hospital, so really excited about that. But I guess the biggest news, and it's going to be a little bit of a change to my channel, because you know my channel is basically to like follow my journey throughout nursing school. And so it's definitely changed because now I'm adding another element to the videos, so that'll be interesting. So long story short, I decided I'll be 31 in February, so it's not like I'm like really young. I'm obviously not old, but I'm not really young either. Me and my husband, we've been together for a long time. Like I just, you know, before nursing school, we had tried to have a baby, and it didn't really work out like I thought it would. We have everything for a baby, because most of my friends look at their husband, boom, they're pregnant. I was not one of those people. So, we just kind of put it on hold because I was like, oh, you know, nursing school, I should probably just focus on nursing school. And then in August, like at the beginning of August, literally like the very 1st of August, my birth control pack was out. I hadn't started the one for August yet. And me and my husband talked about it, and we're like, you know, if we were to have a baby while I was in nursing school, when would be the most optimum time for delivery? And it would obviously be during the summer, because then I'm out for the whole summer. So we made the decision to go ahead and give it a try. So the plan was I'd be off my birth control for August, September, and then if nothing happened, I would resume my birth control in October. Well, and I would also like to add that when I say that we tried several years prior, we had tried for a while and nothing happened. So I really did not have high hopes for this. I was just giving myself the chance to have a kid if it was meant to be. Just so y'all know, I literally got pregnant like immediately. So it was a shock. I will tell you about that story another time, about how all that went down. And I like told my husband, like, because you know I had like something super cute planned. It didn't go that way, but yeah. So I am pregnant. As of right now, I am 14 weeks and like 2 or 3 days. So just entered my second trimester. We've already had an ultrasound. We've already like pretty much had the ultrasound that verifies the date. I've had 2. And I've had like kind of like 2 prenatal appointments already, and everything's looking really good. We still don't know the gender yet. We're hoping we find out or we can get that gender revealing ultrasound between now and or right before Christmas, so that we can do a gender reveal on Christmas. Not a party. We were going to do a party, and we're not going to do that anymore. We're just going to have like a gender reveal Christmas morning kind of thing, just for me and my husband. But yeah, that's kind of my life up to this point. So much has changed since the last time I talked to y'all. It was funny because I think in my last video, I was actually talking about how I just didn't feel good, how I was just so exhausted, and kind of like down in the dumps. Yeah, I felt exhausted and didn't feel good because I was probably in the beginning of pregnancy at that point, obviously. So yeah, that's real funny stuff now that I think about it. But yeah, I will probably add to this video before I post it. But as for now, that's going to be it. I'm going to go get ready for work, and I will see y'all later. Hey, so I'm back. Got ready for work, and now I'm on my way there. I figured I would talk about, maybe, like, what's going on now that I'm in my, I guess now it's considered my second trimester. So I'm going to just kind of talk about that and my symptoms. And, yeah, so, one of the things that I've noticed this week is I can actually go, like, quite a long time without having to pee, which is amazing. Because like, since I found out I was pregnant, like, it literally, when I found out I was pregnant, I was already, like, 5 weeks or 6 weeks, like, yeah. And I tell you what, I had to pee, like, every 20 to 30 minutes, for sure. It was a lot, like, I would say 20 minutes. And then, it was like, it's been taking a toll on my sleep schedule, so I've had to, like, get up, like, 2 or 3 times a night to go pee, which is annoying. And, I mean, people talk about pregnant people having to pee a lot, but if you've never been pregnant before, you just don't realize, like, it's a lot. So, I'm, like, super happy that I don't have the urge to pee all the time. And I can actually sleep through the majority of my night this week and not have to get up and go to the bathroom. So that's pretty amazing. Pretty excited about that. They say that, like, heartburn is a thing during second trimester. I've only noticed maybe, I think it was heartburn, like, one time. And honestly, I really think it was just because, like, I had ate, like, a bunch of stuff and then tried to lay down. But once I, like, sat up and, like, just kind of decided to sit up for 30 minutes or so and watch TV instead of laying down right then, I was totally fine. So, yeah, that was, like, a good thing for me. I just was able to relieve it pretty immediately. Like, so I didn't have morning sickness all throughout my first trimester. I just didn't. Like, I would get nauseous, like, really bad. But as far as, like, throwing up all the time and just, like, projectile vomiting, no, I didn't have none of that, which was, like a blessing. Like, I think that's the one thing I prayed that I wouldn't have happen to me. Just for the simple fact that I was like, I don't care if I get nauseous, but please just don't let me throw up all over the place, because, you know, I'm in nursing school. I can't afford to be running out of class all the time to throw up. And also, like, I didn't want to, like, end up being in clinicals trying not to explain to people what my situation was and also throwing up all the time and then possibly sending me home. So that was, like, scary for me. And I feel extra blessed that that was something that didn't occur. So, yeah, pretty happy about that. And as far as the nausea that I was feeling, I mean, because it was never, like, in the morning. It was, like, for me, it was anywhere between maybe 10:30 at the earliest, like 10:30 in the morning, to maybe 4-ish in the evening. Like, it wasn't, like, and it was definitely, like, smells made me gag, which is terrible when you're in a hospital setting, because hospitals smell. Sick people do not smell wonderful. certain medications smell, like even things that wouldn't normally stink when you're pregnant. So that was really rough. And there were definitely moments where I would just like gag in the hallway. And I'm pretty sure it was at that point that some of my people that I was in my cohort with, or in my clinical setting with, they were catching on, but they were really cool about it. That's another thing. I was like super scared to say anything, so I waited until I was like, I don't know, like 12 weeks, and had seen my first ultrasound and seen like the baby moving and all that, which that's a really cool experience. I waited until that point before I decided, okay, I'm gonna like say something. I'm going to tell people, or say something to my school. Not so much, like I ended up announcing like right after that, but for the most part I wasn't even like, I was just like kind of keeping it hush because I didn't want to say anything to my school and then not be having a pregnancy. I don't know. I just wanted to be cautious about it. And, you know, a lot of times they'll say, well, not all nursing schools are pregnancy friendly. But for the most part, I'm not like having a bad situation. They just want me to be upfront and honest with them and let them know that, hey, like, this is what's going on at this moment. And as long as I keep them updated, I feel like it'll be okay. And I guess I feel good about it because they make it out like it's not a big deal. There have definitely been pregnant people in my nursing program, and there will definitely be people after me that will become pregnant in the nursing program, and they've done just fine. So, I don't know, like, it was kind of like a relief because I was kind of like freaked out. But yeah, as long as I eat something, my appetite hasn't really returned as far as like really wanting a lot of food and all that. Everyone says that you just get so hungry. I don't get so hungry that I want to eat everything in sight. It's quite the opposite. And since I became pregnant, I've lost almost 13 pounds. So, but I'm like a bigger girl. It's not like it was hurting me to lose that much weight in the beginning of my pregnancy. Like, when you're as big as I am, like, it's not that big of a deal as long as you're not losing like 5 pounds a week or something like that. The goal is definitely not to be losing weight during pregnancy, but I'm not really worried about it because my care team is not worried about it. But yeah, like as far as, I don't know, I feel like this entire pregnancy I'm going to be almost vegetarian because meat makes me gag. I cannot handle it. Chicken, ground beef, any of that. Pork, no. It's just, it makes me nauseous. So, for the most part, I eat what I want to eat. And a lot of times, it's like cereal or fruit. I'm not gonna lie though, I am unhealthy about shit, and I do eat quite a bit of sour candy and like sour gummy candies, which is probably terrible for my teeth. But yeah, I'm working on, now that I'm not feeling so sickly all the time and feeling so nauseous, I am working on trying to like increase my healthy eating habits. So I'm going to incorporate more raw vegetables into my diet over the next couple of weeks. And today for my lunch, for breakfast I had cereal, and today for lunch I packed 2 kiwis and a whole bushel of grapes. And they're like little things like trail mix and crackers and stuff like that. But I have felt that like for me, eating smaller amounts more frequently throughout the day is what keeps me from feeling really sick. One other symptom I've noticed is dizziness. Yeah, just feeling a little bit dizzy here and there. And also, I guess they call it like I guess it's called round ligament pain. I was kind of like looking it up. If I stand up too fast, which for some reason I thought that, you know, that kind of pain came way later when you were really like bigger. And I'm definitely got like a little pooch going, but I'm not like showing any more than people just thinking I look like my normal chubby self. Okay, like I'm not gonna be one of those girls that just like is all belly and is like noticeably pregnant. People are either going to be like, she's really fat. Like, I'm not going to be one of those, which is fine. You know, I don't care. My body's still amazing, making a baby. I'm not fucking worried about it. But yeah, definitely have like these little sharp pains, like in my lower abdomen, just on each side. But it's not like all the time, and it's only if I like stand up too fast, or if I'm like stretched in a weird way or something. It doesn't last very long, so that's good. I should be almost to work now. Like, it usually only takes me like 12 to 15 minutes to get to my job. So a lot of y'all, I don't know, maybe not a lot of y'all, there's not a lot of y'all viewing my videos. But I work in a salon when I'm not, you know, reading and studying all the time. So that's where my life is at this point. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, so yeah, second trimester symptoms so far have been, the nausea went away. I can hold my pee longer. I am able to eat without feeling super nauseous. Still don't have quite a bit of an appetite at all, really. Don't like meat. Have a little bit of dizziness and the beginnings of round ligament pain. But like I said, it's nothing too severe, and I haven't had any spotting or anything weird, so that's good. But yeah, I guess this is it for the end of this blog. Yeah, that's probably it.